Yeah, you're recording, right?
Yes.
Because, you know, I can't... Okay. I'll actually play the tutorial, even though it has no reason to be played, because I already know everything involving the game itself, and it's tutorial. But I am also going to, nice. Do that. Jesus, as I'm lagging. Also, was Parsec actually like lagging while you were tapped in?
Parsec is little lagging, but the stream is fine.
Alright, I guess I'm doing the solo. Yeah, I have no reason of playing the tutorial again, but I'm just playing it for the hell of it.
Yeah. Also, the other guy just died. You can also hold it for longer to do a second charge up. Yeah, this is the only time that mechanic is used. And takedowns. You can also do takedowns on bigger guys, but you usually have to get behind them first. Yeah.
Oh, hey, clown. Oh, well, tricky. Catch. Nice swings. I think it's hilarious that he just abruptly explodes.
Yeah.
You can press the dodge button twice to do a dive instead. You can also melee with guns, like that, by pressing middle mouse. It's not too useful, but I believe you'll find uses for it. Infinite ammo for the tutorial. Carry it two-handed as well. And there you go. Oh, hey, Sheriff. Oh. By the way, he's scripted to kill you. I don't even believe you can kill him. Even though I already have a save, which was last left off from my very, very lagged set of videos. I am going to be starting again. I will actually play the first mission twice, just to do the tough difficulty so I have access to madness. Yeah, you can just name the first two re-records. I'll just name these ones re-records.
Wow.
Yeah. I might as well mention, this game is actually a sequel of a Flash game of the same name. And so, there's that. Because, might I add, the first mission is always played on normal.
Go and have a go until they get out enough.
Also, there's an option for voices, but it mostly makes it to where characters make some extra noise and such during combat and such. And also, there's no actual voice acting, it's just silent text with the character audio. So, yeah. If you haven't played the tutorial, the game does casually remind you by quite literally throwing you into the first combat encounter in the game. Fall off the build of the truck.
Also, the dialogue is too fast for them.
I'm not. Yeah, the lines of dialogue are usually kind of fast. As then I usually also have time to not read the dialogue quickly enough at times. And the game also provides plenty of combat tips as well. Nice driving.
When your legs work again?
There's also a hilarious error that can sometimes Sprinkles sometimes ends up doing is that he ends up forgetting the feet of the character, which I find funny. This is of course during the animations. Yeah. And of course, this is the game notifying you that you can do stronger attacks. Act by holding shift. They come out a bit slower, of course. Yeah, I'm also going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. How the health works in this game. You might have noticed how my health bar is split up into a few cubes.
Yep.
basically, each part of my health bar actually is split up into 3 segments. If I take enough damage in one, that one will break. And until I can find some actual first aid, it will stay broke, it'll stay away. Basically, if I find anything that looks relatively close to a first aid station, I cannot regenerate that. The game does at least give you plenty of audio cues when it's about to break. I'm basically just going to talk through the beginning session. Typically, most of the dialogue in the game outside of story dialogue is very nonchalant and pretty casual. Yeah, if you look at my health, you might have noticed that I lost a bit of it, but it regenerates automatically. Yeah. Also, I like how, even though Hank has full opportunities to jump it, he just casually just does that. No sense of jumping it. No, whatever. How did I hit him? I wasn't even aiming for the guy. Oh yeah, if you have a melee weapon in your other hand, you can block with it, and it will be used instead of the gun directly. Whoa. There you go. Well, that missed. Also, the combat isn't too complicated. It's mostly just a one-button game. And when it comes to the combat directly, one-button attacks, X and the other blocks. Along with that, you can do charge and heavy after all.
Yeah.
That's something showcased in the tutorial. Typically, these are where checkpoints are whenever you get these loading screens. So if you die, you'll simply be loaded back here. But keep in mind, if you exit a level, well, the checkpoint will reset. Yeah, you can see I'm not even struggling at all, and this is the first level anyways, so I'm not even going to be struggling anyways. Nice bounce. typically have to kill every enemy in most instances, but at times that's not necessary. Okay. This first group here is the bandits, in fact. And the other guys that we fought were the H-A-W, I think? Fuck. I forgot their name. It's, A-A-H-W, yeah. Those guys. Agency Against Hank Wimbledon. Okay, how did you guys see me when I was describing, the other guys? Okay, that worked very well. Oh, they're a bit more than, they are stronger than the bandits, but still very weak. Okay. As might I add, get ready to fight these guys a lot throughout the campaign. Because there are a lot of instances where you have to fight them.
For what the agent is working? For what is the agent is working?
Well, we know that here, though, they're working with the Nexus core. Guys will encounter way later in the game. But the agency here, which is what I'm going to refer to them as, isn't too bad. Their only noteworthy enemy types are the Soldats and Mag agents.
Oh.
And yeah. There we go. Also, you'll just do a standard bash if you are dual wielding guns. That guy was just sitting there. He wasn't moving, just sitting there. Yeah, sometimes the AI in this game can be a little screwy at times. Oh yeah, I might as well mention, every time you pause the game, this text right here that you're seeing actually changes. The developers know the game can be hard, especially at very high difficulties. Because trust me, on Madness mode, enemy aggression, like I mentioned, is cranked up to 11. And then you die quickly, but the enemies also die quickly as well.
Like in the original show?
Yeah. Because one fuck up on Madness, you are going to die very fast. Especially in arena mode. Oh yeah, there's also perfect blocks and dodging as well. I think some of them dodge into each other. Enemies typically will flash red when they are going to attack. So this doesn't happen all the time. Enemies with guns are the best example I can give. Anyways, before I continue, the blue bar underneath the torpus, which is your health, is your attack bar. There are two types, green and blue. A green attack bar means you'll graze the attack bullets, meaning they won't deal damage to you. They won't deal full damage to you, it'll just be reduced.
Oh.
Like you just graze the bullet, as an example. However, blue tack bars are full dodge, meaning you will not take any damage from a bullet if it hits you. Keep in mind, melee attacks do not care about the attack bar. So don't bother trying to use it. To expect that you would automatically dodge melee attacks.
Also, I see into this screen it's only your real face.
Yeah. I believe as well, many of these are different drawings based on the characters that were made by the devs. Anyways, back to the escape. At the start of every level, you'll be able to see what characters you'll have available. And if you're playing with a friend, they'll actually be controlling an extra support character if there's no one available. That they can freely choose. There are 3 difficulties. Tourist is the easiest difficulty. Which I feel like this perfectly summarizes the easiest difficulty. There's normal mode. Which is the recommended difficulty for most players. And then of course there's tough. That's the difficulty I'm the most experienced with, alongside madness. And then of course there's this titular madness difficulty. However, of course, you have to beat the stage on tough first before you get access to madness.
Also, I like the title, Just Killing Machine.
Yeah, almost every single character has a special title that they're referred to. You can also rotate the characters, the character models, if you want.
And also... okay.
You can say what you're gonna say while the cutscene's playing. You can say what you're gonna say because I can... In fact, I'm pretty sure I can... Yeah, I can pause during the cutscene.
I thought that they're having the mutated arm.
Okay, things are complicated. Project Nexus is canon to a degree, but where it takes place in the Madness timeline is complicated. For one, we don't encounter Auditor or any of the employers until the very end of the game. In fact, remember the intro, the tutorial?
Yeah.
Well, Sheriff's dead, by the way. Hey, we both know that, but he'll show up again. And later down the line. And Hank even acknowledges this.
Interesting.
Yeah, things in Project Nexus are a little bit complicated, to say the least, when it comes to the story. Because I'm doing this rerun, I am going to skip through the dialogue. Because it's the same thing regardless of difficulty. You know, I'm just going to spam right through it.
Oh, it's the same level now?
Yeah, because remember, I played the level on normal. You're kind of forced to play it on normal. But I'm replaying it on tough so I can actually, play the level properly. Because I want to get access to every single Madness difficulty level. and, well, complete the campaign on Madness difficulty, which I will do the same thing on Arena mode as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. After all, I'm very familiar with the game. I will be skipping through the dialogue, of course, so, yeah. Yeah, I see them. Also, you can do a kick as well if you're not holding a gun. Some characters have a push throw. Also, I'll show it afterwards. You can also press K to ragdoll. Ragdoll, by the way, so yeah. It doesn't serve a purpose, but you can just do it.
That game's still missing a voice acting.
Yeah, because, like I mentioned as well, because, thank you, game. Basically, like I mentioned, the voice acting is mostly just adding some additional sounds to some of the characters, like grunts, some minor voice lines, but no true voice acting.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all that the voice does as for the game when you have it on. I typically have it off as, well, it doesn't really serve much of a purpose. And weirdly enough, I find the Silent Island characters weirdly charming in a way.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know, I just like it how the fact that they're silent, it focuses more on the gameplay. Anyways, speaking through the dialogue again because, you know, we've seen the dialogue already. Okay, that was funny. Also, here's what K does when you press it. It just ragdolls you. It serves absolutely no purpose, but you can do it. Oh well. Yeah, I just wanted to show that you can do that. And, by the way, it's not just here in the campaign. You can do it everywhere.
Okay.
When you're playing. And so, yeah. Also, if you're not holding shift, you can grab things in your main hand. if you time an attack just right and collide with an enemy who has a melee weapon, you can also do that as well. Oh, so, yeah. Maybe not so much with tanks here. Oh, there's daggers? Yeah, you can see even on the hard mode, on the game's tough difficulty, many of the enemies are still super frail.
Yeah. But anyway, it's still a first mission, so yeah.
Yeah, of course, we're still on the first level, so... That one got stuck in the wall. Let me... There we go. Stop shooting the console, just ask, jerk. Okay, just explode their head, sure, why not? Anyways. The bandit group of enemies are actually people who have survived the fall of Nexus. They said have been living out here, outside of the borders of Nexus City. They're a little bit crazy in nature and somewhat cannibalistic from what I've heard. And so, yeah. We'll see the fall of Nexus City. Yeah, we'll get a lot of lore involving it, involving Project Nexus and so forth. What's this? Scrap. Hey! Yes, he did not hear me running at all. I also forgot the nail bomb. Thank you. Yeah. I might as well also mention as well, your health recovery actually goes faster if you play aggressive, if you are more aggressive. However, as much as this is useful, I wouldn't recommend playing it too aggressively. Get a few hits on an enemy and then back up if you don't want to lose a corpus. Or die. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, time for more of these guys again. Where's the... Oh, there he is. Oops. I meant to take the gun. Because it's got more durability. Hey! And they shut down. Well, excuse me, did the grenade just phase through the ground again? For some reason at times when I use grenades, they just do that. I don't know if it bounced over the wall or phased through the ground. Because this game has some weird jank involved in it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try this again. The other one guy moved, but the other one didn't. I just love how just janky this game's AI can be at times.
Yeah.
And sometimes the AI just doesn't. It's about to break. I swear, when I'm playing on the higher difficulties, I always get more or dazed than I normally do when I play this game. It's insane. I mean, I don't know why. It always happens when I play on higher difficulties. Enemies just get dazed more frequently. There's also quite a few areas that you can go explore. You don't have to fight these guys, but any of the enemies in the hub areas, but you can if you want. It doesn't serve a purpose, but hey, you can. There's actually a few secrets within the hub area. Yeah, right here. These are where you can restore your health in case if you end up losing a segment.
Only at one time?
Yeah, they're one-time use.
And it's a full heal?
Depends on the difficulty. Goodbye. It depends really on the difficulty. Yeah, this is where you can actually replay any of the flashbacks in the game. And this is actually one of the only times where there's different dialogue. There's dialogue. I find it interesting that that's there.
Yeah.
This area serves no purpose other than replaying the flashbacks. So yeah, here's something that you can do with the ragdoll button. Like before, it serves no purpose, but you can do it.
Just kill yourself.
Yeah, that actually does deal damage if you didn't notice. Oh, hello. Also, you can also play basketball. I suck at it though. Bye! The ball's just gone. It's gone. The ball is gone. Oh yeah. Yeah. Also, stormtrooper accuracy. I'm gonna stop missing if I get any closer with these spotlights on. So I can't go through here yet. And you can actually go up there for the main story levels, but I'm pretty sure there's extra stuff here. No, there isn't. It's just extra health. Oh wait, no, I found the ball! It'll respawn. Yeah, and then here's the second mission of the game. I might as well mention you can't bring weapons from other levels.
Also, why in the same area is there an enemy says?
That's sort of one thing of note. The game, in the hub area, there are enemies within story mode. Not so much in story mode, in arena mode though. There is a hub area, but there's no enemies. So, yeah. That's annoying. Hack, I guess. Also, just look at what Hank says, by the way, after this. Yeah, I don't do hacking. Yeah, that's more like it. By the way, you actually have to use the hammer. If you try using your fist, you'll get some text notifying that doesn't work.
Okay.
There's not many puzzle sequences in the game that have you use this mechanic. So, yeah. In fact, I can show right here. Yeah. I need something I can use to dismantle this thing. Same thing if you try to use the hammer on it. Looks more like a door already. You know, I didn't know you can do that. Here's some lore that you can get. I'll keep it up on the screen for a while before progressing onwards. Oh, okay, I didn't press the button, it just disappeared on its own. Yeah, and we need to find the key card. However, of course, that journal provided the intro. It basically tells you that the key card is in the fridge. They just threw a subtle clue. Fine. Oh yeah. That's a funny trick. In fact, I don't even think you need to go that way. Oh hey. Once again, I'll leave the dialogue up for as long as the game would allow it for. And also, Rich is here is just so chill. Oh, and in fact, I'll let the dialogue play. He doesn't even try fighting you. In fact, he's completely invulnerable to all damage. I mean, you can literally kick him and he does nothing. Even a drop kick won't phase him.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's just so chill. And hey, look, the locks are gone. Oh, hey. Okay. Oh, you're dead. Okay, I just put that guy into with my gun. I want the grenade. Just stop blocking my attacks, that would be great. It happened again! It fell through the floor! The grenade fell through the floor!
Oh my god!
Up into it. He just backed up into the grenade. I'm not even gonna question how that guy got blown up. How did that guy live? Alright, 2 corporate. Hey, I have a grenade. this. And I won't stop killing them. Goodbye! Oh, he lived. Once again, you can definitely tell, even though at times I get really close of losing a corpus, I lived. Combat tip, press K to ragdoll yourself. Oh. And even tried shooting. This is also the only... there are a few levels in the game that actually change a little bit. After you've cleared the level.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I told you he would be alive.
Mm-hmm.
The sheriff. Because remember, I killed him in the tutorial. Anyways, Merc, or mercenaries, or just Merc in general, as I like to refer to them as, their leader is Sheriff, so, yeah. And there it is. There's the dialogue I was referring to about kind of acknowledging it. Yeah, essentially, Merc is more of an offshoot of the agency at Nexus Core. They're more or less the guys who make the weapons, some of the weapons, and that the enemies use. Oh, hey, look, here's our first boss.
Mag Bandit.
Yeah, he's the first boss, the Mag Bandit. He's also your first Mag agent, if this is obvious, that you have to fight. Don't expect me to be blocking his attacks anytime soon. Normally I would be getting more weapons. Thank you! He's not bad at all, he's pretty slow. Slow, and will frequently kill his own teammate. It's those small quick weapons like the screwdrivers or broken and weapons can be used to get some quick damage off if you need to.
Yeah.
The most noteworthy thing that the Arrows does end up doing during the fight is mostly just chucking debris and using a lamppost that's nearby. at you, but usually I kill him so quickly he doesn't get that much of a chance to use it. Wow, that was a new launch. And there's the cannibalistic nature I briefly mentioned. Yeah, there is a corpus lost. And it wasn't even him attacking me directly, it was just the impact damage. That did it. Yeah, the most noteworthy thing I can mention about the boss is that he's slow and leaves himself wide open for an attack. And he does this afterwards. That's the most noteworthy thing about the first boss, about the Mag Bandit. That he's big and slow. Oh yeah, our first flashback. These will show up every so often across the story, as this is, well, I feel like the top title mentions it. Yeah, you can tell that's Sheriff with the hat. But basically, this will give you a chance to look around the place and see some of the enemies that you'll encounter later down the line. Keep in mind, this is a flashback, and you can't enter certain areas. You can still attack.
Oh.
Yeah. You can still attack. However, to be expected, all NPCs have no reaction. Oh yeah, we're also playing as Jeb or Kristoff, by the way. So yeah, during this prologue, during this flashback, there's about like 5, I think, but I'm not sure how many there are. And now he'll follow you.
Where is the hero?
He doesn't have it yet. We'll see him holding it later down the line. On the next flashback, I'm pretty sure. And there we go. And there him mentioning a Merc. He also mentions director Phobos, a guy from the first game. Okay, that was unexpected. I did not expect that NPC to actually trigger a reaction like that to the sheriff.
Phobos?
Yeah, director Phobos. He was a guy in the first game, and we will meet him again in a few flashbacks and at the end of the game. At the end of the first game, he dies. Don't ask how he comes back.
Did Phobos appear in the series?
No, he is exclusive to the Project Nexus 1 and 2. Though, after all, Project Nexus is a bit more complicated when it comes to the story of madness. And we will see this a lot when it comes to the game itself. When it comes to the dialogue.
Also the background is grey.
Yeah, this was before the sky changed. Hence why everything was gray. The sky does change a few times. It does appear differently depending on where you're at in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Also, similar to the first area, there are enemies as well here in the hub area as well.
Mm-hmm.
Easy peasy. Yeah, you won't know that. And once again, you don't have to fight the enemies. How are you alive?
And now you play your favorite character.
Well, if you're referring to Reality Compromise,
Yeah.
both characters are really strong in their own way. Okay, so, yeah. Anyways. Is within some level, within many of the levels, you'll actually be able to play as multiple characters at once. And by pressing a single button, you're able to swap between the two, between Sanford and Demos. Which does at least give some interesting things, and stealth isn't very common, so... Yeah. But it is there. Also, one thing I recommend doing with these characters is swapping over to them and, okay, I didn't even get a chance to finish what I was going to say, is to drop their weapons and then pick them up. That way you can dual wield. And also, yes, hold on. I have to hold Q to... You can do that with hooks for Sanford. More stuff, so... You can also check the lockers in case if you need weapons. Also, many instances on some enemies, well, those helmet mercs, by the way, they can sometimes survive fatal damage. But if you still take them if you take down, they won't survive that. You can also do this, and yeah, that's a good point. Or not. But, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, you have flashbangs, so yeah. I was right about the flashbangs. are you yellow?
What the?
The guy's name was Yellow. Berserkers are just a bit of a beefier enemy. They are a bit faster and a little bit stronger, as they have a chance of charging at you, but a well-timed block will throw them.
Did the enemy not just correct the road?
Yeah, it typically goes. That's usually the enemies usually will flash yellow when they take damage, and when they flash red, that means they're going to attack. Because I hit him during his dialogue, it caused him to appear yellow on the icon. Because it's not just a pre-rendered model. It's actually using his model. Meaning, if a character takes damage and has blood on their character, it will actually show up when they're talking.
I don't know how the game will be like there when you like the dialogue will triggers like in the same time when you kill the enemy.
I've never had an instance like this happen. In killing enemies while they're in dialogue typically continues the dialogue even if they're dead, usually. I have to move like this. I'll leave that on screen for a moment. Yeah. Sleepers, I guess I might as well mention, are an enemy in the first game. They also do show up here as well.
Can you rag the Edemos?
Hmm?
Can you rag the Edemos?
Yes, you can do this. You can ragdoll as any character that is playable in the game.
I mean like you know like the second the AI character.
Unfortunately, you can't ragdoll the other AI character if you're not controlling them.
I mean, you can just hit him.
Do this. Yeah, you mean like referring to like swapping to them and then swapping back while they're ragdolling like this?
I mean, just like hit him. If you
No,
can.
you can't hit your own teammate. The only instances of you being able to actually deal damage to your own teammates is with explosives, but you don't get those very frequently, as you can't damage your own teammate with your own attack.
Ah.
Thank you. And then what did she say? Hey! Oh, yeah, check this guy out right here. And he dies, by the way. Like, look at the pool of blood.
I don't know what is happening.
Okay, the guy fell asleep, and... he basically just fell asleep, and because there's technically no state for an enemy being considered as knocked out or asleep, the game just simply kills him, which is what I find funny. The fact he just casually dies is funny.
He he don't get even hurt for the like for the rotor uppers.
Yeah, I find it funny that because of the quick little way of avoiding needing to incorporate something, they just kill the character on the spot, which I find funny. And let alone, he's not even not even that dangerous anyways. It's a basic enemy that you can kill in one hit. Incredibly easily. Yeah, if you didn't notice, the player can also get dazed as well. Oh, but it's not very common, and you'll rarely notice it.
Therefore, they don't ever care to switching weapons.
Yeah. Also, that was an interesting ragdoll. Again, lore.
I see that the support don't even care to switching weapons. Exchanging.
Yeah. Yeah, the teammate AI is a little janky. They rarely switch weapons, if ever. They will typically switch, avoid being unarmed though. Meaning, if I have Stanford here, or be unarmed, he'll use he will switch to his other weapons. Also, that was one heck of a synchronized takedown. Yeah, I just ate a lot of damage for trying to block his melee attack.
You can also try switching a character when taking so much damage.
Yeah, but keep in mind, your teammates aren't exactly the brightest.
I mean, when you are like too much swarmed or like too much swarmed, and your teammate having some space that you can just quickly switch.
Yes, you can do that. Though, don't rely on it in arena mode because you can't do that in arena mode. So I wouldn't rely on it. Yeah, right there, he lost the corpus. I think I saw like a foot just fly off. I'm pretty sure as well, there's a healing point somewhere. Oh, right here. Yeah, if you're not playing as the right character, you'll get some text saying that you're not accurate enough to do that. Basically, this is the game's way of teaching you about character switching in case if you have yet to learn about it. Yeah. Once again, some random guys come out. And I'm pretty sure the game will auto-progress. Yeah. Basically, some characters can do certain things that other characters can't. Also, some enemies actually do have. Some enemies will spawn carrying special environmental props that cannot be picked up by the player.
Oh.
They're mostly just there as a bonus, as something that can sometimes occur. They can't naturally pick them up unless they're scripted. You might want to move. Yeah, if you don't got explosives, the doors won't open without high explosive key. Hi, I'm here for the killing.
So you have to choose auto mission to progress.
Yeah. The game style is very linear. There's, yeah. The boom factory. This is where you can get the explosives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think as well I can do a bit more snooping around. That's an explosive barrel. He actually jumped out of the way of it. Thought that guy was still alive somehow, but I guess not. Nope. Oh my goodness. Got to the wall. Oh. Flashbang that kills 2 people. Yeah, flashbangs aren't the most non-lethal of things in this game, if it isn't obvious. Because not only does the impact deal damage, but the explosion too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was on top of that, I would take a lot of damage. Are you gonna shoot him? Okay, just chuck a grenade. Just aim at him. Sure, that works. Yeah, if it helps if we were damaged, yeah. You can press R to drop weapons. Also, he has a rifle in his head. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. The AI will switch to their backups if they have any. Here is a good example. Let's see, lost the corpus. Oh, I can't go back. Also, I might as well mention, you can't pick up extra ammo off of enemies, by the way. Hey, once a gun's out of ammo, it's out of ammo. You might as well just chuck the weapon or drop it. That's just mostly the first guns in the game.
Yeah.
This is a dynamite, by the way. Also, there are some weapons that can't be dual wielded by some characters. Oh yeah, here's our first half mag in a way. We're gonna take a lot of damage.
Okay.
Just do that. I guess. Yeah, outside of the one in the tutorial, well, you don't encounter a whole lot of them. I'll pull that back up. Yeah, this guy doesn't have a melee attack, like, at all. I mean, I can just bully him like this. Dead? Now he's dead. There we go. Also, because these guys can't reach us, they just straight up ignore us. You can also hold shift, by the way, to aim up, to aim at their head. It doesn't serve much for purpose, but it's there. So I think as well I can... Nice throw. Censored some damage. Hit it. Thank you. Oh yeah, I never mentioned this, but you can order around your teammates. Hit your AI teammates if necessary. Oh, hey look, floor. Or at the bottom right left corner. Okay, oh hey there. I'll go ahead and fight them real quick and then I'll talk about them. Oh my... Hi! Just kicked me off the ledge. Please stop beating up Sanford, that would be greatly appreciated. Oh. I didn't even notice they could do that. I know they can ram into, if they both do their charge, they can knock themselves out for a brief moment, but I didn't even know they can taunt like that. Did you see them high five?
Also, I hear the glitch sound.
Oh yeah, it's because of the stun thingy. Hit him. Hi. Hi, George. Sanford should be fine. Maybe. Okay, maybe not. Oh. Hey, we're not dead yet. Talk about a wobble combo. Don't worry, I can handle both of them at the same time. Even without Sanford. Okay, maybe not. And yet, I'm still doing alright. Yeah, this is a good point to run. I'm gonna revive him. Hey, get up. I have no weapon. You know, typically I take this guy out first. By the way, hey, I just want to point that out. If it isn't obvious, they're not dead yet. We'll encounter them again later. Anyways, Church and George are two of the bosses we'll fight a few times throughout the story. They got 4 encounters, by the way.
That's
Okay,
error.
they're not... Yeah, they're not that bad of a fight. Sure, there's 2 of them. But they're most noteworthy. Okay, but that's mostly about it in terms of their gameplay purposes. They do have different weapons throughout the campaign. And this was just their first fight. And their easiest. By the way, if I did manage to avoid their double charge, I could actually get them to slam into each other. I don't have the best quality clip of it, but I might go ahead and just send you the clip of it. It's from my old footage, and I was able to get it during the boss fight, during their first fight.
Yep.
The most anyways, they're not mag agents or half mags. They're actually considered as golems. For one, we can actually explain why they're alive and why we'll always see them throughout the game. Where's Sanford? Why are you all the way over here? Anyways, in war, there are actually multiple bodies stitched together in a way, made by Nexus 4. Or as somewhat disturbing as it is, it actually has a use. For one, because they're technically dead in a way, they can simply be brought back to life with ease, not as a zombie, of course. But this is why that document I found that mentioned dead workers showing up were there. They were mostly turned into golems, and hence why their heads look so weird, if you didn't notice. They typically are heavily armored and serve a lot of purposes, mainly engineering work. I didn't mean to... much. Once again, lore up there on the top right corner. Why does this room always smell like onions? What do I look like? A freaking onion expert?
What I was thinking of everything was.
Well, I typically usually swap characters randomly. I never really find that every character virtually is almost identical, albeit with some minor ability tweaks here and there. In terms of a gameplay use,
Yeah.
In terms of like, out of all of the playable campaign characters, there's Jeb is by far one of the strongest. Not only does he have access to a powerful melee weapon throughout most of the campaign, he has access to dissonant powers. Remember those abilities from Reality Compromised? He has access to some of those as well, albeit not nearly as strong.
Wow.
Yeah. Hank is a good substitute as well. Although I will probably play as Stanford, considering you did mention it. Wait till I get my turn. Oh my goodness, what a synchronized takedown that actually was. I'm surprised how fast that went. Yeah, I'll play as him for the mission. Stanford here for the mission. And roar, so I'll move here. Once again, lore is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, onwards to the next room.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, the AI doesn't know how to use shards, though. Okay, how long were they out for? Like about a second or so? I just clipped into the back rooms. Is the back rooms even still relevant? That's what I'm curious about. Something I'm curious about. You and I can, okay, just jump off your vantage point. Sure, why not? Ow. Hit him.
Take the sniper.
Yeah, I actually do need a gun anyways. Yeah, I'd only had one shot. I do not have. Yeah, typically just take whatever weapons you want. They usually every weapon almost everything can be used as a weapon. And just use whatever you want. Which is how I would describe the weapons in this game.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you can one-hand the shotguns in this game.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. You know, for how big they are surprisingly easy for some characters to pick up. And once again, if I was low health. Why are you not holding anything? Not even wielding, hasn't even picked up anything. It's typically best to always have your AI teammates armed in case they don't pick up anything on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, this works. Also, the sniper is kind of weak as a weapon. It's not the best in the game. It's pretty rough. They didn't even try. Pretty sure there's a... No. There isn't. So I'll just pick up another weapon. He even dropped his weapon. That died though. Oh yeah, this is a mechanic that rarely comes up. Yeah, you can fire at enemies to keep them behind cover. It's not that useful, it just is there.
Yep.
I just threw it right there in perfect spot. Oh my goodness, it even launched him. Oh yeah, I can also... do that. Oh yeah, this is the boss arena against the sheriff. Anyways, the sheriff boss fight, it's split up into multiple phases. As a boss, due to him being so far away, we can't damage him directly or indirectly. So we'll have to find another way of doing so. Which is why it's best to order the other character over.
Yeah.
And pray that you don't get stun locked. Because you have to run over to the other side of the arena. Why are you over here? Yeah, and then you want to chase after him. Does give you an opportunity to refresh on ammo if you have any guns on hand. Keep in mind, this won't restore any magazines that a weapon may have.
Yep.
Only the weapon's ammo. So if it's got any. Let me just these up. also do that. I think I'll be good. Now, we cannot approach him right now. But basically, an infinite wave of enemies are going to be spawning in. And we just gotta fight them off for a while. So, one will be carrying some C4 and... Ow. And you want to place the C4 here, and also arm it. Whoop. There's one. There it is. Why'd you throw it down? I'm gonna take a guess that I picked it up. Yes, I did. Also, for some reason, he doesn't shoot at you here. Here, I don't know why. Oh, hey there. This is actually the first mention of the employers. As I noticed. Moses is getting beaten up over there. Alright, I'm out of it. Never seen that before.
What the fuck?
Despite me playing this game for a good long while, I've never seen anything like that before.
What happened?
He opened it without even being near it, is how I would mention what I just witnessed. Final phase Sheriff, he's not bad. In fact, he's actually the easiest. This is actually the easiest phase of his boss fight. No minions, no enemies that spawn, just him and you. Sanford and Nemos versus him. He does have a good battle theme, though. and there's the mentions of him being dead. Yeah, I'm not kidding that he's easy. Wait, what? Wait, what the hell? He fell out. I think he clipped out of bounds and the game teleported him back in.
That's new.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I've never seen that happen before. I've played this game for a good long while. I've never seen that happen before. In fact, when he got glitched out, I think he glitched out of the map for just long enough where the game recognized that he was out of bounds and so teleported him back in bounds. But then the game realized he was out of bounds again, so the game simply just caused him to jump back into the arena, as you probably saw. And yeah, he's one of the easiest boss fights in the game, alongside Mag Bandit. Hey look, there's the keystone fragment. That zombie just disappeared. Yeah, if you didn't notice, that's the keystone fragment that he had. Okay, hold on, it's the wrong way. Also, yes, you can do it here in the flashbacks. Yeah, that just sort of happens. Oh yeah, there's no combat sequences in the flashback. After all, these are flashbacks. And also, these zombies just straight up ignore you.
There's also zombies, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I did mention them, and in fact, some of the bandits did as well. In the first Project Nexus, aka Project Nexus Classic, Zombies are a bitch. Quite literally. They're not crazy durable or anything, but they boast one unique ability. Insta-kill. If they grab you and you don't break out of their grab quick enough, they kill you instantly on the spot.
No matter how many segments you have?
Well, in the original, there was no health segment. You just had a general health bar. You still have attack bar and it regenerates automatically. However, zombies ignore that. If you get grabbed and you don't break out or get swarmed, you're dead on the spot. Thank God the zombies are weaker or here. They still have the zombification properties, but that's rare, as it's not very common that you'll see non-zombie enemies. These with the zombie enemies.
Why recording 2 hours?
2 hours. Yeah, I'll let the cutscene. We'll let this cutscene play, and then we can end off. Honestly, I think the sheriff is a little hearing deprived at times. Especially with this cutscene here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swear guy?
Just some positive reinforcement. Do not be making jokes about what I know. Just let the dialogue play out and such. Hi? You're not supposed to be in the cutscene, sir. Thank you. I've never seen that happen before. He did not care that we have their boss quite literally at gunpoint.
What he have against Hank?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that isn't mentioned that much here. Oh yeah, all your guns are out of ammo, including the melee weapons for some hilarious reason. So even if we wanted to...
Can you
would have dropped them.
Can you die in half?
Yes, you can. It just reloads as the prior area you've been in, though. Oh, I have never died in the hub, though. Oh, as I don't know what difficulty the hub world is set on. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the main menu. Also, that is a funny splash text. But anyways, thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye too. I. You did. Yeah. You can stop recording now, so yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, you stopped?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can start the upload process on it.